some people, they've been asking about the how I was involved with the conversion and all that. So I will be doing a video, going to the shop, put the car in there, and kind of just going through step by step what I did, what the process was. All right, guys, so we got the 350Z here in the shop. I know a lot of y'all been asking how the conversion was done on this. So a little bit of a backstory. I know a lot of people are just gonna be here for the conversion, but some people, you know, every car's got a fucking story, right? So I found this car on Facebook Marketplace for about $17.50. Car wouldn't start, engine would crank, but I had a security light on. So working at 2 Nissan dealerships, I've seen this issue, and a lot of times with a lot of the cars in this generation, they like to lose a key sync, especially when the battery dies. And he said the battery died, he put a new one in, and I ended up getting the car for $1,000, by the way. So, and I got it running in 10 minutes. But anyways, so we're gonna start from the top. Not really much on top to do, and a lot of stuff that people have been curious about is how the clutch pedal was done. We're gonna go from top to inside to bottom, and when you see this, you're gonna realize how simple this is. The only thing that's gonna require cutting and drilling is gonna be on the firewall, on the kick pedal side, or clutch pedal side. But I'll explain that, what tools you need, what you're gonna be expecting, what you need to do, and how to avoid issues. So other than that, let's get into it. All right, so unfortunately my hood pop is in the wheel well here. Yeah, it's fun. Actually, let me get a light bar real quick. Whenever you look at the top, this is a VQ35DE. This is a technically 2006 enthusiast model automatic. So it doesn't have the up rev motor. It's just a regular DE motor, and it's got the viscous LSD. It's got the whole bucket seats and all that fun stuff, the enthusiast. Whenever you come to the engine bay, you're gonna wanna expose your IPDM. So this one has the 2nd generation IPDM. So this is where your battery location's at. You're gonna be popping the cover, which this one's all jimmied. So I think there's like one body clip, okay, maybe not. So whenever you get here, this is a 2-piece cowl piece, so it should just kind of slide out. I think that side is what overlays it, so you're gonna kind of pull it towards you and then just pull it out. So this right here is gonna be your IPDM. There is gonna be a connector here. So again, this is the 2nd generation. Let me get my flashlight. On your IPDM, I've already tapped the wire. So on this fuse box, you're gonna pop this open. There's gonna be a 40 amp, right? So what we're gonna be doing when you tap this wire, it's gonna be bypassing the transmission side for the starter solenoid to engage. So this 40 amp, if you pull this up, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but just be easy with it. When you pull it up, the spade I tapped was on this side. I just literally put the wire in there and just shoved the wire in, tapped into the pin 53 on the bottom connector. So I'll pull this bottom connector out. You'll literally be able to start the car without having to push the clutch in. So be aware, you got the car in gear. So if you look close, the wire color is a gray red, pin 53. So you can just literally cut the wire and just tap that new wire tapped into the 40 amp for the ignition signal, and you're good to go. That's all that is required on top. All right, so once you got your IPDM tapped, again, you'll be able to start the car without having to push a clutch in. You got to make sure it's at. There it is. Okay, cool. So now we're going to move over to the clutch pedal. What's involved with the clutch pedal? So there's going to be 2 tools that you need. So you're going to need this 1 1/4 32 millimeter hole saw, and then this is a 5/16 drill bit. So that's the only 2 tools you're going to need. Oh my God, that's going to drive me nuts. Pull the key out. You can see they don't pre-print these cars. And mine, I try to center as best as I could. So the only pre-print you get is on the fabric. This piece, you see how it has a lining up there? That'll literally just pull off, and then it'll give you an idea where it's gonna go. So you're gonna hole saw. So what I would do, you're gonna put it up there. It's gonna be kind of hard. It's kind of a weird angle. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna put it up here, hold it, and then you're gonna get a paint marker. And then just put it on there a couple times, make sure your marks are right. And then you're gonna measure between the 2 marks, right? You're gonna find the center. And what that 1 1/4 hole saw does, it gives you a little bit of playroom. So if you go off just a little bit, you'll still be able to slide through. Once you hole saw it, once you drill it, then what you can do is you're gonna come out to this side on the outside. you're gonna get your clutch master. It's a tight fit. It's real tight, real close. They're like that from the factory. You're gonna slide that in. Once you slide that in, the 2 studs from the clutch master piece will be sticking through. Once you stick that through, you'll be able to get your pedal, put it on, put the bolts, and go from there. And then when I did to hold the reservoir, a couple zip ties, hopes and dreams, and call it a day. So you get through, you bolt in your pedal, that's it, got the reservoir set up. Now, coming over here, actually I'm gonna pull the wheel off for this, give me a second. So you got your clutch master all set in. So now the line, there's supposed to be a grommet there. Now, do bear in mind, there's gonna be a look, this was secondhand pre-owned, so I had to bend the line a little bit. Now, what people do is they tap into the body with tapping screws. I'll probably do that today because I haven't done that. So this doesn't really move much. I know when I was setting it, it was wanting to sit here and rub there, but there is a factory hole there for that bracket. And then coming over to the bottom, now all the 350Zs are all printed with this bracket. Automatics and manuals. As far as I understand and what I've seen, they all have that. So the guy actually had the hardware for the band clip on top to hold the line. So you run that line, comes down the side of the fender, runs over, bends up, comes down, and then you'll have the soft line. The soft line is what's running over to the clutch slave. And there it is. That's pretty much it. Now you can see it's been kind of cut right here, which I need to go back inside and I need to show you what that's like. Now a lot of people cut a lot more. I was up for 12 hours straight doing all this. Now you got the clutch pedal all set in, got your lines ran or whatever. Now as far as the shifter, what's involved in the shifter area, you're gonna have to cut. This is a 0506, so it's got the curve. And I didn't have to do any wire conversions up here. The hazard button, everything fit perfect. Which I may need to take this off. So coming over here, what's gonna be involved to get this all cut? So let me get my light. I didn't cut enough, to be fair with you, but you're gonna have to cut about, it's like an inch and a half to 2 inches on the back side, because I believe where lines starts right here, so you're gonna have to cut about that much on the back side. Now coming over here, and basically in a nutshell, you see where the bolt hole's at. Got that bolt hole, and then that one and that one. Pretty much gonna want to cut all that out, and then go about 1.5 inches to 2 inches, and I kind of rolled it back a little bit, and that's it. That'll fit with the shifter. And then here is the piece for the automatic shifter. I took all that out, still got the rod in there. Now when I put this together from the bottom side, I actually did put the transmission on first. There's a couple dowels that hold this bracket for the shifter. I put the transmission in and then I just kind of snaked it in, but I figure if you cut more of this, it'll go in as one piece like it should, right? Now, most people, they'll either do that or they'll actually disconnect the shifter and pull out the spring and the ball and everything and then just put it in and put it all back together from the top. So those are 2 different ways to do it. Now, when you get the parts, what the parts you're gonna need for the conversion, you're gonna need a drive shaft. I'm still using the original rear differential. And the drive shaft, if I recall right, because I have the automatic one over there, it's a little bit shorter because I believe the manual transmissions are a little bit longer. And then I have a new leak that's been developing. Yay. When I bought the parts from the guy, he had a transmission, he had the bracket, and the mounts are the same, but if some people say you can flip the bracket to make it fit, some people say that it doesn't fit. The guy already had the bracket, so put some more information below in the comments if you got on that. But it came with the transmission, the bracket, the mount, the drive shaft, and it came with all the clutch lines, clutch slave, but you'll need a manual starter. The automatic and manual starters are not the same. So if you do this conversion, you need to get a whole another starter for the manual. It's not the same. Now, as far as the harness, this is the automatic connection for the automatic transmission. All I did is just zip tie it up, put a bag on it so it doesn't get water, and good to go. And the guy had some janky other connections here, so I just secured everything. And that's pretty much it. Transmission, you'll obviously have to get a flywheel, a clutch. I did ARP bolts. I forgot to mention about the pilot bearing. Yes, the pilot bearing. So on your manual transmission to auto, I will put a picture on here. Remember, I documented all this on the Instagram, which I'm trying to put this knob all the way on. The automatic pilot bushing is going to be bigger than the manual. You cannot use the automatic pilot bushing with the manual. So you'll have to get the manual pilot bushing. So what's going to be expected, my traction control system sometimes turns off, turns on. I think that's going to be due to the conversion. And if you're using the auto cluster like I am, you will not have any park display or anything. The engine light's going to be on due to, well, one, this one has catless downpipes, so I have cat codes. And then two, you'll have U codes for communication to the transmission. So, now, as far as I know, I haven't done it yet, but supposedly on the cluster, it's plug and play. If you get a manual, you can just plug it in, it all works. You'll have to get, depending on what trim you got, because I think the 03 to 04, they had like the square bezel. That won't work, it won't fit. So the 05 to 06 has, it's like the HR, I guess, I don't know, the HR connection. So this one fit. This is the original center console, and my heated seats and everything work, which is pretty cool. I got AC working and everything works. I mean, literally everything works. So it's pretty cut and dry. It's a pretty good cookie cutter. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's always a better way to do things, but this is literally like a backyard swap and convert. And there was no programming. I'm on the original ECU, auto ECU, and I'm on the auto harness. Tap the wire, tap the holes, put the lines, put the clutch, and then that's it. But as far as starting, make sure it's in neutral. And see, mine takes a couple cranks because sometimes it starts on one crank, sometimes it starts on two. This one I want to do 4 to 5. I don't think there's anything else I need to talk about. So, all right, well, that's a conversion. I guess if you have any questions or something weird going on, just let me know below in the comments and I'll see what I can do for you. Now again, to reiterate, the security light, if this is flashing red and you're trying to start it and the engine's cranking, but it's not turning on, but the security light's still on, you're gonna have to resync the key ID to the NATS, which is the Nissan anti-theft system, known as NATS. That was a problem with this car. And then it had an automatic transmission, which was slipping. But anyways, all right guys, other than that, have a good one. I'm gonna do an alignment and get out of here. So hopefully this video put some insight, what was done, what was involved, what I did. Again, if you've done it some other magical way, put a comment below. This is just a backyard way to do it. So other than that, have a good one guys. And I've already replaced all the Hall effect sensors with Hitachi OEMs, and with it being with an auto ECU, auto harness, I get extended cranks. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I already had this radio in here. Everything works. It got cold AC. Then replaced a couple vents on it, which is pretty common on these. And then one of the big things is actually while this thing warms up, which is the A-pillar thing. It likes to rust. So, but I will be taking this to a buddy's body shop, and then it's got this pretty extensive quarter panel damage, which I had to roll it out, so I broke some of the Bondo off, but hey, I don't give a shit. And then I did a 6 to 8 pin HID conversion on the front, so now it's got HIDs. It's got some hail damage, very minor, but it's in on Z1 coilovers. So I'm probably about $3,500 into the build. Long end journey is to build the engine, put rods, pistons. I'm not really worried about the body as much, and boost it. I want to make about 550, 600 horsepower with the Z. But yeah, I've been dailying this thing for about a month now. It's just gravy. It's got a little sketch and fifth. I thought it was a CD009 transmission. It's not. So it's got that typical synchro sketch. It's all whatever to me. It's only when it's cold. When it warms up, it's buttered. Okay, I guess my time to go. Okay, I'm going. Yeah, since it's still on the auto, it's on the auto base map still. So like my top end sucks. Cool. No, go ahead. It's fine. Go ahead. You're all right. You got the kids in the car. You good? Got the handicap sign. You're fantastic. Found this $1,000 Z and it was automatic. Made it manual. Fucking love this car. Is it fast? Fuck no. Is it fun? Fuck yeah. Imagine getting a Subaru like that. Then you're gonna pull some bitches. You ain't gonna pull no bitches with that. I even thought about getting a Mustang, but everyone's got a fucking Mustang. Like everybody, there's mom and dad and sister and Goldfish has a freaking... Like everybody's got a freaking Mustang. Fucking nailed, holy shit. Hey, that bitch got fucking nailed. Welcome to the Jungle Park. Take a look around. It's that biscuit fucking up your town. Downloading the shockwave. All the ladies in the game to get your groove on. Now it's close to 2 and 3.